Morning, all. All right, so there's just the two games in the NHL tonight. So I've got some stats, news of the day stuff on here as well. Starting with at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific, the Washington Capitals, after beating Calgary last night, now they move on to Edmonton. Washington's now 31, 18, and 9. Their overall record, helped by the fact they're 6 and 4 now in their last 10. They've won 3 in a row. So for Columbus, it gets more and more dire from here, right? So Edmonton's 30, 23, and 4 over their last 10. They're 4, 5, and 1. They've lost their last 2 in regulation. They're looking to turn things around. At home, they're 14 and 12, so they're also looking to improve their home record. These teams met in Washington on February 2nd. The Oilers won that game 5-3. We'll see what happens tonight. And of course, the Ovechkin watches on as he has tied Jaromir Jagr. He now sits 35 goals, I believe, behind Gordie Howe. Won't get there this season, but should get there next season. And then there's only one name above him once that takes place. So Ovechkin with 2 last night. We'll see if he gets any tonight. At 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific, the Montreal Canadiens in against the Vancouver Canucks. This is the once-a-year meeting, usually in Vancouver. However, these teams are a little more familiar with one another than usual because of last year facing each other as many times as they did. Montreal's 15, 34, and 7 overall. Their last 10, though, they're 7 and 3. So they've been playing very well. They're 7, 17, and 6 away from home. The Vancouver Canucks 28, 23, and 6, so trying to get to 6 games above 500 over their last 10. They're also 7 and 3. They've also won 2 in a row, and at home they're 12, 10, and 3. So on November 29th, Vancouver goes into Montreal and wins 2-1. We'll see what happens tonight. If Montreal can come into Vancouver and beat the Canucks, it wouldn't be the first time they've done it in their history if they did. Also, on the news front, Luke Schenn coming out and telling the media he wants to stay in Vancouver. He signed in Vancouver for more than 1 year, likes it in Vancouver, and I agree with Shannon. I'd kind of like to see him stick around too. He's been a good veteran defenseman for them, and he's fit in pretty well. He's played more minutes than I think we had expected, and he's done it well, so hopefully they do keep him around. So stat news, last night, Patrick Kane, a goal and 5 assists versus the Ducks. That is the most points he's had in a game, 6 points for him, as he starts to really, heat things up again. Nick Schmaltz, though, red hot. He has 4 goals and 7 assists for 11 points in his last 2 games. So he had 7 points in the one game, of course, that gets him into the 3 stars of the week. And then last night he had 4 points. So he wants to get into the stars of the week yet again. So for the season, he has 37 games, and now he has 37 points, 16 goals, 21 assists. So 2 really good games for him. Get him up to a point per game. I think they're pretty happy with him. He's probably pretty happy in Arizona. Last night, Phil Kessel just played a shift against Detroit. 1 shift and then left so he could be there for the birth of his child. So that way he keeps the Iron Man streak alive. I saw a poll this morning about whether or not, that should count. Yeah, 1 shift counts. 1 shift is counted as appearing in a game forever. So, yeah, his Iron Man streak is alive, and congratulations to him on his new addition to the family. So, yeah, good things coming out of Arizona. Who knew? The Rocket Richard race is starting to kind of get, well, it's not as much of a race right now as it was, because Matthews is now up to 43 goals with the hat trick last night. That puts him 5 ahead of both Draisaitl and Kreider at 38. Now, Kreider's been red hot, so Kreider might be the one who catches him, although Draisaitl can still heat up. He's playing tonight at home against Ovechkin. Ovechkin's the next one on the list at 36. So we've got 2 guys playing tonight who could eat into that lead, but Matthews at 43 goals. Now I'm seeing the question being asked about whether or not he can hit 60 goals, whether or not 55 is possible. 55 is quite possible. 60, outside chance of getting to 60, but Matthews, I've said it for a while. I'll say it again. Right now, he's the best goal scorer. Ovechkin, the best goal scorer of all time. I believe that, but Matthews is a guy who looks poised to be a 50 goal per season kind of guy, and he makes it look relatively easy. That's the thing with Matthews. He's so far above the game at times that he just makes it look easy out there. It's impressive to watch. So let me know your thoughts, including your winners of these two games for tonight, in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through, just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.